Oh, the future? I know what black and white means now. Okay, so we're gonna have like a flash forward at the beginning of every season. I wonder if the final season is just in the future. That seems a little bit too much to ask, that's fair. You gotta imagine, by the way, Jimmy's not happy. Sorry, that's an obvious one, that's fair. I just mean in the sense of like personally, like this can never last, I feel like. I'm looking at this, I'm like, this can never last for him because, I mean, it depends obviously what happened in this show. Do you know what I mean? Like pre-Breaking Bad with Chuck and Howard and blah, 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 blah. But I think there is a drive for Jimmy to, one, prove himself, one, make something of himself, and two, have money. Working here is not going to get him any of that. And I just feel like defining parts of his character aren't being fulfilled here. I will be completely honest with you, by the way, and I was kind of thinking this last season, I might have said it before, but I do feel like this ends with Saul, Jimmy in prison. Or at least serving time. Oh! And maybe Chuck represents him if he's still alive. I don't know. Sorry, that's my it's my conspiracy speculation brain. That would be kind of beautifully painful. So it makes sense. He's a manager though. Sorry, I've just clocked because he was putting up the rota. Yeah, he's the last to go home. Oh no. Are you serious? Yeah, one thing after another, isn't it? This is what I'm saying, man. He's in this situation that I don't think is fulfilling to any part of his character and what makes him him. Obviously, and I feel like there's a lot of probably the Saul, the Jimmy in this future, taking that on board and being like, it doesn't matter, I've got to go under the radar, I've got to. This is my life now, it's got to be, it's either this or prison. And then it's funny how I talk about him, you know, being very dissatisfied with his lot in life, place in life and all that, and then it gets worse. And I just feel like this is gearing him up to breaking out of this routine and making a move. Oh, ooh. But people are going to be asking questions. They're going to be like, if you don't do that, they're going to be like, why don't you just go out that door? And then people might start asking questions anyway. Yeah, it's risky either way, man. Yeah, exhaust all opportunities first, man. Oh my God. Is it going to be like, is he going to open this door and then it's going to cut to the present and then we're not going to see any of this until next season? That would be kind of cruel. It's the question, isn't it? How wanted is he in the future? Because I don't know, right? And we haven't been told. Wow, yeah, 3 hours or so. Did he write something? Wait, did he write something? SG was here. And it's interesting that, isn't it? The one that the police are looking for, it's not Jimmy McGill. I mean, maybe, you know what I mean? I'm sure they dug into him, but maybe not. Maybe not. I don't know. I don't know how much. This is the thing. There's so much about this future that I don't know. There's so much about post-Breaking Bad. We just don't know at all. So many questions and I feel like we're not going to get any glimpses of that until next season. Hello and welcome to Better Call Saul Sunday, the show that happens every single Sunday until we are finished with it, mate. Today we start season 2, episode 1. It is called Switch, and let's see what it's got for us. Flamingo check. Sorry, that was so intense. Let's just do that again, a bit gentle, like, do you know what I mean? Flamingo check. May we all be blessed by the flamingo. Oh, hello. We picking right up, okay. Oh, was there a bit we didn't see? Okay. What does he do?
Oh, great. Jimmy, right on time. Good to see you.
Hello, Howard.
Oh, no. He did. He saw the Santa Fe people.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Clifford.
Likewise, we know all about your work on Sandpipe.
Oh, God, I'm thinking he turned it down.
We know the case wouldn't exist without you.
Exactly. Good. I like this guy.
I call him Charlie Hustle.
Jimmy, these are my associates.
Do you know what? I feel like that Charlie Hustle. I was watching that back when I was editing the last episode. And I don't know if Jimmy liked that nickname. I don't really know who Charlie Hustle is. I will be honest with you. I'm assuming though, it might be a con man. Cool Hustle. Do you know what I mean? And while I feel like Howard is meaning it in a very innocently positive way, I don't know that Jimmy's taking it that way.
Could I borrow Ms. Wexler for a moment, if you will excuse us?
Do you know what though? Right. Make fun of Ham Indigo Blue all you want, he looks sharp.
Listen, here's the thing. If
No, what's the thing? Don't. If.
I take this job, does that mean the two of us? I mean...
Wait a minute, what? Oh, a relationship? Romantic relationship?
What the hell is this?
Sorry, hang on. Was there some kind of pact? Was there some kind of pact and it all went south when he wasn't accepted into HHM or something like that? I'm getting little whiffs of it, man.
Job, does that mean the two of us? Does it...
Was it something stupid of him being like, oh, I'm not worthy of you unless I'm a lawyer at HHM or something like that? Do you know what I mean? Maybe that's why they're just friends now.
If I take this job today with Davis and Maine, does that mean that you and me... Is this gonna happen?
Right, okay. Oh, she wasn't ready for that.
I.
Yeah, you put her on the spot though. Whatever she's going to say, don't be too disheartened.
One thing has absolutely nothing to do with the other.
Nothing at all.
Of course not. Why would it?
Right. I'm sensing from Jimmy there a little bit of insecurity. I don't think he feels like he's good enough for her, perhaps, unless he works for some big firm as a lawyer. Early days, I'm not sure, but that's what I'm kind of sensing a little bit. And obviously Kim is just a normal, well-adjusted adult, so that has nothing to...
I'm sorry about that.
Interesting. Again, a lot of little looks from Kim that mean a lot more than what we know right now. Yeah, very interested in that, because there clearly is something.
It's an honor to be considered, but at this time,
No.
I'm gonna have to take myself out of the running.
Why would you do that? I knew it though.
Jimmy.
For real, Jimmy. Jimmy! Oh! Well, mate, as long as you're happy for now, cool. This is dumb though. Like Kim said, partner track. That's huge. I'm gonna have to get over it, aren't I? Because it's just gonna make me feel pained. And also, that line, it's never gonna hold me back again. Now that he's kind of not abiding by Chuck's rules, I think in his head, he's like, no, I don't need that anymore. It's fine. I don't need Santa Fe. I don't need to be on track with a legit law firm. All I need is me, my brain, unfettered. He can use everything in his skill set. Slipping Jimmy, his law degree, every aspect to his character, he's now drawing on. He wasn't doing that in season 1 because of Chuck. Yeah, and hey, he's feeling a big release. All of the character moments we saw last episode, it's set him free. And you can see that. Pimento, mate? Is that what, are you mixing it up? Wow. Hot Wheels, huh? Those wheels are still going.
Hey, it's me!
Wow. Oh, man. That is so significant. He is Walter. This guy should not be a criminal. He's not making good decisions, man.
Hello?
Yeah. Mike walks away immediately. Of course.
Why?
This business requires restraint.
Yeah.
And you be proud of it on your own time, but not with me. I'm not getting in that.
Yeah, and again, we're seeing this expertise from Michael.
Then don't.
Okay, bye. Good luck.
Honestly, you don't really do anything.
Ooh, this man's gonna die.
I've been paying you the salary of 3 people to just stand behind me. You know, and the...
Mike's look, the eyes, like... Mike is gonna walk away and you're gonna die, and that's gonna be that.
These last few deals, this Nacho fellow, he's been coming alone.
Oh wow, you're still seeing Nacho.
Why do I need you?
Dude, if you go alone, Nacho is gonna destroy you.
It's leaving the station right now.
Bye.
Last chance.
Look who you're trying to strong arm, dude. This guy does not belong in this world at all. He's gonna die. Oh god. Matching shoes, my man. To be fair though, I do like the shade of his trousers, that's all I'm saying. Oh god, he is gonna get a tape. Player? No sir. He's getting too big for his boots.
Hola.
His face.
What, did he break your hip or something?
I know, right?
Oh, he has made such a mistake. Yep. Oh god.
Get in, feel the leather.
Dude.
Tri-zone climate controls. So you can have a girl in a bikini and another in a parka, and they're both going to be comfortable.
Whoever sold him that absolutely used those words. Oh, you idiot.
You're welcome to count them.
I trust you.
I mean, no analysis needed, right? We all saw this coming. Oh, hello. Nachos? Are they nachos? No. Are we having a nacho scene followed up with some nachos? Dude, amazing, perfect. It's all I could ever ask for. They are! Oh, I really want some nachos now. Come on.
This is James McGill, but I'm no longer a lawyer. That's right, not a lawyer. Bye.
What? What?
Really explain to me why you walked out on the best job opportunity of your life.
Good, let's get into it.
Just finally decided to be me.
He's gone too far over, I feel. The thing that I was talking about last episode, and these two paths, and or at least this duality of person. We had that life that he had while he was living with Chuck and Slipping Jimmy. I think rather than have a balance of those two things, which was kind of where I thought it was going to go, and I think we're maybe going to get there, I think on the road to there, it makes sense that he's readjusted and gone too far. Again, last episode, I did mention I felt like he was going to look at Chuck and be like, I don't want to be anywhere near that, and go the complete opposite direction. And that's what he's done. Complete opposite direction to the point that he's not even a lawyer anymore. But that's what I mean when I say he's gone too far the other way, in that he's completely just let go of all of it. I mean, he's calibrating, right? He's calibrating. He was over here at this side with Chuck and the straight and narrow lawyer, you know, then we had Slippin' Jimmy over here. I thought he was going to go more towards the middle and go forward with those two things. He's gone a little bit far over that way. Bless her for coming out and actually fighting for this, because yeah, oh man, I want to see more Kim this season. I really do.
Did something happen in Cicero?
Good, she's right on the money.
Wearing a weird pinky ring? What are you, in the mafia now?
Cicero has nothing to do with it. It's my whole life. My life since Chuck made me come down.
Yeah, it's not really been your own.
All I've done is try to make Chuck happy.
Yeah.
You quitting the law, isn't that exactly what Chuck wants?
It's true. That is true.
This is for me, okay?
Nice. I do support that though.
Jimmy, you're a great lawyer. Why give that up?
It's curious, isn't it? I don't think she knows a thing about Slippin' Jimmy. The fact that she's like, where are you going with this? What are you doing? I feel like she would have been more obvious of like, you're going back there, you're going back to that, really? Do you know what I mean? Like, there's an element of her not knowing what he's doing right now. Like, none of this makes sense to her. I don't think she knows.
People tell me how they see me.
This guy! Oh, take him for all he's worth, man. Take him for all he's worth. Blow up his car. Blow up his car. Like, it's got to be a thing. It's got to be a thing, right? We did it in one show, got to do it in the other show.
What's the plan?
To be open to the universe.
Okay, so no plan.
Whatever opportunity arises.
Wasn't Davis and Maine an opportunity?
Yeah.
It's a great opportunity.
Yeah.
Look,
And he knows that too, that hesitation, this hesitation here that you see in his face. I think he knows that, he does, but I think he's made up his mind, right? But there is still trace elements, right, of that lawyer, of that person that was on that path trying to make it work. And I think he did. He gave it his whole heart. He really, really did. And I think that's that look there. It's like, you know, her coming at him and being like, such a great opportunity. And everything that I'm saying, it's like, you know, it's everything that he would have wanted. It's everything that he wanted. And I think still wants to a certain extent. And I think while he's gone over too far this side, obviously that all still exists. I think he's been stubborn. I think he's been belligerent. And I think this idea of this new thing, this new way of living, away from all of that, right? And away from that trauma of Chuck, it's very attractive to him right now. But even so, he knows, he absolutely knows it's such a good opportunity. It's everything that he would have wanted. Yeah, I'm curious. I think the door's still open for him to take that and have it for a little bit and something goes awry. But yeah, we'll see.
Jimmy, do you remember how long you studied for that bar? How all that effort? You're just gonna toss it away?
That's the sunk cost fallacy. That's what gamblers do. They throw good money after bad.
Yeah, but it's not a gamble though, Jimmy.
I've been doing the right thing for all these years now, and where has it gotten me? Nowhere.
I'm sorry, I don't...
What is the significance of that line? Again, I think it's something to do with whatever went on with them, and for whatever reason they didn't get together. That long pause and the look and her hesitation as she realised something.
Donkey balls. Pure donkey balls, dude. Wall Street's for suckers. Who needs that aggravation?
Oh, he's absolutely ripping this guy off. Please do it.
Come with me.
What?
Just come on.
Oh, is he gonna show her?
What are you gonna do?
Yeah, she doesn't know a thing about Slippin' Jimmy.
Follow my lead.
I don't think she's gonna like this dude.
We heard you talking about stocks.
If ever there was a guy that needed to be conned.
Yeah. Diversify. We gotta... Oh, hey, what do you mean, diversify?
He's great. He's great at that. He's great at this.
That's where someone like myself comes in. Proven track record at...
She's starting to see it as well. That little look there is more direct. It was sharper. She's starting to see where this is going. Her interest is peaked.
Can we just talk?
Oh, she's not happy though, man. I just don't think she's gonna like this, man, when you get to the end.
Victor with a K.
Yeah, she's so unsure. She's out of her element.
This lovely lady?
Giselle?
Nice choice.
Please.
Oh, I kind of hate this though, because she doesn't want this. This isn't really... Yeah, do you know what I mean? He didn't ask her if she wanted to do this, and she's very unsure. I think she kind of at least has inklings of where it's going, which is why I think she was so hesitant coming to the table there. And she's like looking around, I don't want to be here. I don't know how I can get out of it though. And like, I kind of hate that little look that Jimmy gave her of like, yeah, you're on board. Oh, good. This feels good. You're in this with me. He's having a great time. She's very uncomfortable. I don't like this. This compared with last episode and him doing it with Marco, it feels so much different. I, as the audience, just feel uncomfortable for all of the things that I've just said, especially that look that he gave her of like, oh yeah, you're in this with me. But I'm like, yeah, but she's an unwilling participant. You brought her into this against her will, and the only reason she's kind of going along with it and doesn't want to embarrass you is because she cares for you. Do you know what I mean? Like, this is a little bit underhanded. I don't like this shade on Jimmy. I will be honest with you. I think compared with Marco last episode, it's such stark contrast to this image here. And there's that element as well of maybe Jimmy's kind of like trying to relive that with Kim. Relive what he had with Marco not being here anymore with Kim. And there's just something a little bit about that.
Father's side of the family is from South Africa.
South Africa. They grow beautiful down there, right? Charlize Theron.
Wow. Dude, they grow them beautiful. That is the most horrible, objectifying comment that he could have made.
I've never actually been, but hope to go someday.
Oh, do you know what I mean? Like, I think he thinks something's gonna happen here. And maybe I'm wrong. And maybe there's gonna be an element of her that likes it, but I think ultimately she's too nailed in to her life as a lawyer. Whatever he thinks is happening here or gonna happen as a result of this, it's not. Even if it's as simple as like, she's gonna like me and the romance element is gonna come back. No, I don't think it will. Like maybe initially, maybe they'll have sex, maybe something like that. Long term though, she's not in this world. And I care for Jimmy as well. And I feel like he's running towards a wall and it's a matter of time before he smashes his head against it.
Are you a tequila fan?
Yes.
Of course he's getting the tequila.
You ever try Zafiro Añejo?
Wow.
But I'm down for whatever. Through whatever she just said.
Is he buying? Let him buy. Let him buy.
Investment. And you're picking the right time to jump in.
Oh, no, okay. No, she's getting into it. She's easing her way in.
Oh my God, did we drink the entire bottle? I think we're ready for the check.
Oh, I'm not.
It's a smart way to go.
Amazing. Walk away. Is that what they're going to do? They're just going to give him the bill and walk away and he's going to pay for it and they're going to have a nice time and had some $50 drinks. Perfect. Amazing. I'm fine with that.
Oops, I got that.
Can't let you do it, son.
Wait. We should get out of your hair.
Yeah.
Go. Run.
Call me, guys.
He deserved that. Wow. And that's the best con. Walk away and he thinks he won. Come on. Show me the face. Show me the face. Show me the face. Come on.
What is this right?
Perfect. How much is it? Can you tell me? Please tell me. I mean, they've finished a bottle, you know? Oh, I'm glad she had a good time. Oh. Oh, well, they've had a lot to drink as well. Do you know, I see the issues, man. I see the cracks in everything that's happening here. Short term, like I said, I can see it. Long term, though, I'm not sure. I don't think this is a stable foundation for their relationship. And she doesn't know how deeply seated this is either for him. What if she mentions to Chuck and then Chuck comes back and he's like, sit down, I've got to tell you something. Do you know what I mean?
Can I borrow that when you're done?
No, that's gross.
How's it gross? Our germs are already intermingled.
It's still gross.
Toothbrush is different.
Yeah, no, it is.
All sorts of food and weird. Come on.
No. Wash it off first. It's got whatever she had yesterday in her. Okay, I'm so sorry you're seeing a germaphobe at work. I'm very uncomfortable.
I'll do it right now.
I don't care.
I need the...
Jimmy, I'll never see you the same. No.
Good. I'm fine with it.
Yeah, me too.
Are you? I'm not.
Wait till you see what I floss with.
Oh, it is cutesy though. Oh, it's all gonna end horribly. It's gonna blow up. It's gonna be horrible. Dude, take the job.
Hey, wouldn't it be great if we could do that every night?
Yeah, and that's what he wants. And she would never do that. She's too established in her life.
We can't.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
If we could, it would be great.
I don't think that would be fulfilling for her though. Like all the time. I don't think that's what she wants from her whole life, you know? Well, I mean, this is better than what I thought. Oh my God, dude. Have you ever tidied in your life? Oh.
I mean, all gone. All of them.
Oh, I see. No. They got me. They hooked me.
I had a baseball card collection.
He just robbed you. I tell you what, man. You should not have called the police, first of all. Second of all, you got off easy. My man, you need to move house.
Jimmied it open or something.
I recognize this cop.
You know, I have a Topps Mickey Mantle rookie card. If they're taken out and exposed to the elements, I mean, you're looking at a 9-point downgrade in a matter.
You've lost him, mate.
The first 48 hours are the most important.
I think the rules you're talking about are for missing persons, no?
Are you sure they weren't looking for anything else?
My man, are you this silly?
They say Arnold Schwarzenegger is the reason that hummus exist. I don't know how, but that's what they say.
What kind of work do you do, Mr.
Sorry, you can't stop that story there, man. Sorry, you heard that fact and now you're like regurgitating it to other people. That's fair, but like you didn't find out more.
For a pharmaceutical company.
If they follow up and find out that there's stuff going missing. I mean, I don't know if they will, but it's so easy for him to get caught, I feel. He's not being careful. He's not being careful enough.
Keep breathing. Keep breathing.
Okay, I know, right? Left the TV. Left the computer.
Yeah, suspicious. Oh no, they were the ones. They were talking to Jimmy at the beginning of last season, I think, in regard to the Kettlemans, I think. That was where I saw them.
There's something wrong with this picture.
Oh dear. Yeah, Jimmy, I don't like this track for you, man. Also, you're still hanging out here where the guy could find you.
I'm in the pool. Okay, call me.
Dude, if you're going to make this your regular spot, people are going to get suspicious. Why do I feel like he's going to get conned? Looking at the ring. I'm not going to lie to you, man. This guy looks heavy. If you get caught, dude, he's going to take you out. Not in the nice way.
Yeah, it's me again.
Is he leaving messages for Kim?
Come, Kim.
Right.
Join the pride.
Dude, she isn't going to come. It was a fun night. How long are you going to do this for, mate? Yeah, he's not in a healthy mental space right now. Stop calling her.
Santa Fe, New Mexico.
Good!
Law firm, Davis and Maine.
Thank you! Oh, I feel like he's doing it for the wrong reason. I don't care. I actually don't care, though, at this point. I really just, I'm good with this. This is fine. And by the wrong reason, I feel like he wants to, because that's the thing, isn't it? The thing that actually changed his mind in that moment was that he didn't have Kim's attention. And he wants her attention. Which is this, I feel like that's rooted in so much unhealthiness in his head. I really do. And I think we saw that at the beginning of the episode when he was talking about, like, I don't know, the little ego that I was sensing in the way that he was questioning her and the smile as she answered. I think he made that call to Santa Fe because he was like, I know how to get her attention if I take the job. If I take the job and go to this law firm, Kim will want to see me again. And I feel like that feeds into whatever I was sensing as well at the beginning of the episode. The question that he had of like, does me taking this job depend in any way on you and me? And I feel like maybe he's reading into that a little bit as well. Yeah. So I'm like, not the right reason. I feel like that was his reason for making the call to Santa Fe. But at this point, I don't care. I'm cool with it. Good, take the job because he should. I feel like he should. Though that's what I'm worried about in that because I don't think he's doing it because he wants it for its own sake. I worry that he's going to do something silly or not put the effort in or not take it seriously or, do you know what I mean? It just opens the door. Because of that reason, it opens the door for something bad to happen more so. I'm back! Something I just realised. Sorry, I was thinking about that moment and I was going to put it in the pinned comment, but I was like, I'm sat here, I can record it, it's fine. The moment where he phoned Santa Fe, what has he just seen? He just saw that lady, tanning the rich, powerful guy. And I think he saw himself in the lady a little bit. I think the ego is coming back. I don't know. This is maybe a shot in the dark, but I'm like, what was that about that? And I don't think I was necessarily wrong about what I said in the main part of the video, but I think there was an element of a power dynamic that he saw in that couple at the poolside. And I think actually at the moment, the person who has the power in the dynamic between Jimmy and Kim is Kim. She's a professional lawyer. She's working at HHM. And I feel like, on a professional hierarchy, Kim's here and Jimmy's here, right? He's unemployed. He's decided not to be a lawyer. If he wanted to go the way of Slipping Jimmy, then I think in his mind and in the eyes of a lot of people, he would be, below Kim, right? She has a professional prestige. Jimmy has none of that, right? So I feel like in that example before him, Jimmy is the girl rubbing sun lotion on the back of the guy's neck. And I think Kim is the guy because that's where she is arrayed in that situation. And I guess to me, what is it that, balances that out a little bit more? And I think calling Santa Fe, arraying himself on the playing field in a way that is going to get him more in an equal keel. He doesn't want that. He doesn't want to be below her in a relationship. And again, I think it feeds back into this ego theory that I've got a little bit coming from Jimmy. And especially in regard to his and Kim's past relationship as well. I think there's an element of that playing around there. And I think the example that he had before him really just demonstrated to him where actually him and Kim were and where he wanted to not be. And I think him calling Santa Fe was to redress that balance. And yeah, so I think that's an element that is kind of involved in that as well. Again, we'll see going forward. Great. I'm apprehensive, I'll be honest with you though. This looks nice, dude. This looks great. And it looks prestigious, but it's not the same as HHM. Not by a long shot. Is he going to see Chuck or something? They are liaising on the case, right? They are joint on the case. This is a very nice moment. Music's happening. You know, it's all going well. Is Chuck going to come around the corner? Please don't. Oh, good. His office,
There
amazing.
are a few options on the company car.
He gets a company car, perfect.
There's a service that will deliver it right to you wherever you want.
This is so good. It's too good. This is too perfect, right? There's like this mist over all of this of it's too perfect, it's too good to be true. And it is true, it absolutely is, but I do feel like was anyone at this point, because we all, obviously I get, you know, we all know where he goes. There's no one surely at this point watching this show that's like not a little bit apprehensive or watching this and waiting and being like, where's it gonna go wrong? Again, the show and the writers playing with this information that they know the audience most likely has and twisting that in the audience, taking what should be a really nice moment, a really cathartic moment, and I'm not allowed to enjoy it, not fully.
Omar, I'm pretty low maintenance.
Which is the, you know, stark contrast to his brother, right? Let's not forget that scene last episode where he had his little helper from HHM coming and the way that Chuck handled that and he was very high maintenance. And I feel like that moment compared with this moment is meant to demonstrate the difference between Chuck and Jimmy. That's interesting because like Chuck would be, and Chuck is very comfortable in this world, and I don't think Jimmy is. And I wanted to say yeah, but again, I know where he goes. But also just at a base level, I think is demonstrative of just the difference in the two characters and why, you know, Jimmy is the one we're following and liking as opposed to Chuck, who, you know, on paper you should be, you know, rooting for Chuck, right? He's the cut and dry, clean, legit lawyer, if that's how you want to put it, while Jimmy is, you know, has this past and slipping Jimmy. Do you know what I mean? It's so interesting. On paper you should be following Chuck and not Jimmy, and yet the reality of it is, and this scene goes to show exactly why we love Jimmy, and Chuck is the antagonist in the show. Also a really good time to point out that Chuck has not been in this season so far, this episode so far, and he feels like this overbearing, this overwhelming, this kind of mysterious presence in the background for that, and I think his absence actually makes it a little bit more foreboding, right? That eventual first entrance from his character in season 2. I'm dreading it for Jimmy's sake. His absence is building a lot of tension.
Do we get a choice of desks?
What were you thinking?
Can we do a Coco Bolo?
Is that the desk that he has in Breaking Bad, by the way? I have no idea. This is good, man. Well, it is. Saul Goodman. How long until he flicks that switch? Sorry, because I'm like, that's the point, right? That's his character. He does the thing he's not supposed to. It'd be interesting if in this setting, which is everything's right, this is the clean cut, the legit route, it would be kind of poetic for him to do the thing while in this setting that he shouldn't, right? It's this representation of this clean, legit lawyer, Jimmy McGill, and slipping Jimmy. Yeah, amazing. Oh God, what did he do? Yeah, it's very interesting. Just with the flick of a switch, I feel like it does. It's a direct representation of this character, this man, Jimmy, coming in, and, you know, that representation of the morally pure lawyer that I feel like, you know, he could be. And yet there's still that slipping Jimmy coming through in the flick of a switch. The two sides of his character directly visually represented in the setting. Yeah, and he puts it back again. It's almost that, again, that representation of like, yeah, let's just try it. Slipping Jimmy's here. He's not gone. That man that we saw in the pool a minute ago, he's still here, but he flips it back up. He's like, no, this is fine though for now. I will be the lawyer. I will be the clean-cut lawyer, and that's fine. And I think the implication there is that Slipping Jimmy's there, and like I was saying, actually, I didn't think it was going to happen this quick necessarily. He went too far over this side, and he's calibrated himself back in the middle again. But that little flick of the switch back and forth is a reminder for us, the audience, I think, that Slipping Jimmy is still present. He's still there, and that decision that he made at the beginning of the episode to walk away from this, that man and the man that made that decision is still present in Jimmy. Yeah, as much as we're coming down a little bit further on this idea of his identity, we're still shifting. We've not quite come down yet. Interesting. Brilliant start to the season. There we go. That was episode 1, season 2, Switch. There we go. And the episode's called Switch, and I think that's very apt. Right, I think, you know, it's so interesting in how the flick of a switch, I'm not going to go over it, I've just literally gone over it, but I think it's so interesting how in this small thing it shows so much about his character and actually where he's, you know, come from in season 1 and the resolution that he came down on in season 1 in regard to his identity. That happened and that's established and that's fine, but that little scene with the switch there shows you exactly where he's at. right now. And even though we did establish that part of his character and, you know, answered the question a little bit more fully about, you know, who this man is, and for himself as well, answered, you know, who he is, we still haven't quite found it yet. And I guess it's perhaps, you know, again, that implication that at any moment that switch could get flicked. Yeah. Yeah, we do. We love a little bit of symbolism on this show. We do. And as well, showing us, you know, start of a new season, where we're going. We're building off this foundation here, and we're going to go forward with that in mind. I think we're going to get a little bit of the shenanigans of both Flippin' Jimmy and the old Jimmy McGill as well. But hey, I love that. I love that he made the decision to come back and, you know, take the job. Brilliant decision. I love that. You know, obviously there is that overhanging doubt of, we know it's a prequel, we know where he goes, we know where he ends up, so there is that thing of I wonder how we get there from here, and the pain in that is very present in me. Yeah, interesting things from Kim as well. I think I've commented on that in the way that I want to this episode, at least. I think there's a lot to be said still for their relationship and where it's going to go going forward. I'm a little worried for Jimmy in regard to that as well. I don't think that's going to end happily, but we'll see on that front. Still lacking a bit of information. With that said, I'll end the video there. Thank you very much for watching. This was episode 1, season 2 of Better Call Saul Sundays. We will be back next week with episode 2. If you're not subscribed, hey, click that button, click the bell as well while you're at it. Why not, mate? Ding ding, mother. If you like this video, spread the word, man. Like, comment, and the algorithm will throw it to someone else. And I don't know, man, maybe they'll like it, maybe they won't, but we don't know until you try it. Thank you, as always, to my lovely, beautiful patrons. Thank you so much for your support. With that said, thank you once more, and I will see you next time.